Alright guys, welcome back for another track guide this week for the second round of the V8 Veterans from Phillip Island. So left foot braking as usual, just using the standard brake bias, and this is the second lap out after my out lap. Enjoy. Alright guys, coming down the main straight here at Phillip Island. This is a reasonably neat lap, about 300th of my quicker time, but gives you a basic understanding of your line, where to brake and where to accelerate. So coming down into your first corner here, that first line just there on the left, about 3 car lengths after that, you want to go about third under brake, start easing off as you come across to your apex here in 5th gear. Just at about the end of that right ripple strip, you want to start accelerating as hard as you can out of there, staying in 5th gear. So about a car length out from this next left-hander, you want to start braking gradually through the gears, back to 4th, back to 3rd, keeping that half car length out here as you come around the left-hander. About mid-corner, you want to start accelerating and drifting back across to the left here on the curb, and then coming out of the corner and using all the road here, coming back across to the right. So coming down this little back straight here, down the hill, all the way up into 6th gear. So you're using all your gears here, down the back part here. This next left hand is pretty self-explanatory, as you can see, pretty basic one. Coming up to this next right hand, a really tight right hand hairpin. So you're at this first marker here on the left, from 6th all the way back to 1st. I go back all the way back to 1st, aiming for your mid-track there, a late drop back to 1st, coming in, touching your apex, and then a short shift up into 2nd and accelerating out here as hard as you can. Watch this acceleration out of the corner there, can get a little bit slippery. So coming into your next left-hander here, at the end of this curb on the right, you want to start braking. About half, just under half under brakes. Try not to brake too hard all the time, but back to 2nd on this one, hugging your left hand curb here as usual, and about 2 car lengths before the end of that left curb you want to start accelerating. It's more around the end of the corner there you want to start accelerating out. Try not to accelerate too early, as you lose the arse end on that one, and it gets a little bit twitchy. It's coming into this right-hander. It's pretty basic, just a late apex on that corner just to set up this next left-hander. So you're all the way up into 5th here. You're about 2 car lengths out from this left-hand curb here. So you want to go back to 4th, back to 3rd, and then start hugging your left curb here as much as possible. Drifting out a little bit on exit. Doesn't really matter too much, but at that first marker there on the left, you want to start braking back to 2nd. I go back to 1st. Once again, as I always say every week, back in a straight line, definitely down that hill, as you will lose the arse end under compression. So coming out of the corner, short shift halfway through that corner, up into 2nd. Coming into this left-hander, a short shift up into 3rd as well, just to get that extra grip and that extra speed out of that left-hander, setting yourself up for this last left-hander. So I've taken this last left-hander a little bit later than what I normally would in previous seasons. I've noticed it gets you a better run out of the corner, which will set you up for not getting bombed into the first corner, which is pretty fundamental on this track. This is one of the bigger overtaking areas into the first corner. Look guys, I hope that helps as usual. Drops a like if it did, and I can't wait to see you guys in the race. Thanks.